Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video we're playing the, I almost said Demonic Warlock, Demonology Warlock. Also known as the worst Warlock spec. I tried playing this yesterday like all day and I actually ended up rage quitting. One of the very rare occasions that I'll actually rage quit. I mean, we'll see how willing I am to try and make this spec work, because I'd say most times I try and get this spec to work, and then nothing just kind of happens. And I think one of the main problems with this spec is the fact that half the time my pets aren't really doing much. Like, my pets just kind of sit around. Most of my damage is going to be coming from Heed My Call as well. Heed My Call is probably one of the most broken traits to have. Not specifically as a Demonology Warlock, but just in general. I've seen it hit very hard, as seen right there. So, yeah. Just keep on going. Keep on trying to make this spec work. See if we can solo a rogue here, maybe. I think one of the most valuable things about Demonology is the fact that you have a stun. Every other Warlock spec, the only stun that you kind of have is, you know, your Shadow Fury stun. And that's sometimes hard to get off because people generally know how to avoid it, but sometimes you come across geniuses that don't know how to avoid it, or just generally don't try to avoid it. So that's always nice. I'm pretty surprised I'm living this long. Most times when I play Demonology, I kind of get focused super hard and then just get annihilated, so, you know, it's been a good battleground so far, you could say. Okay, so here's the part where I die, because I'm way overextended. Is my pet dead, or I don't know what he's doing. Another thing I don't really necessarily like about Demonology is that a lot of the traits feel like they're really bad. There's one trait that, like, it has like a chance to make your Dreadstalkers make your next non-instant cast Demon Bolt, which is pretty hard to come by, do a lot more damage. It's like 13,000 damage, but the chance of you getting a Demon Bolt off that's just that full cast time, which keep in mind is like 4 seconds, it's pretty rare. Slowly run away from this guy. Thing is, he's gonna out-heal all of my damage, just with probably just Crane. I'll try and use like all my cooldowns here, see if it does anything. So now we switch to the mage. Summon my other Felguard. Now I have 2 Felguards on her. Oh, I need fear, man. I'm trying real hard. This is like the hardest I've ever tried to play Demonology. And most of the time, I just do horribly on it, but I'm really trying to make this work. Okay, he's dead. Now that I have Reflex, he's dead. I'm gonna use Hellstone just cause. Oh, intense. Pretty intense. It's still just, I don't know. It's definitely the worst Warlock spec by far, but I don't know what it is. I just think the damage isn't there to back it up. But the playstyle, man. Playstyle is fun as fuck. I don't think we have a healer down here as well, so probably pretty dead. Stun, pet, stun, there we go. I could have used Mortal Coil, and now I use a Soul Stone. Oh, I'm back. Hello. Okay. Blind. Blind. Frozen Orb's probably gonna get him. He's gonna get healed by the Mistweaver, so I'll probably just resummon all my pets. My pet. My one pet. I shouldn't have done that. Try and do some damage here. My pet Bladestorm actually does a good amount of damage. It's like the one burst I have, I'd say. That's a horrible Demonic Tyrant in my opinion, but did it anyway. I should have used Demonic when I had my, not Doom Guards, Felguards up. And I just didn't have them. Another thing that I do think should be baseline, let me go to my talents real quick. Sacrifice souls is what should be baseline. It's pretty annoying that it's not baseline, honestly, because it really feels like it should. For every demon you have active, you're going to get a 5% increase to your Shadow Bolt and your Demon Bolt. Without this, you know, you just don't get that. So, I don't know. I really sincerely do think that it should be part of the, you know, main kind of built-in, I don't want to say talents, but passives. It really should, but it ain't. It ain't, so we gotta take it at the lower row. We gotta take it as a talent tree. Gonna use my cooldowns here, most of them. Most of my cooldowns. Is my pet dead? No, it's just rooted. The struggle. I feel like half the time to just avoid damage from a Demonology Warlock, you just have to somehow CC the pet. And it's not that hard to do. I really think they should buff our Felon damage too. It seems pretty pathetic what they do. About 350 per hit. I summon 3 whenever I throw a hand of Gul'dan out there. See if I can get a few Demon Bolts off on this guy as I'm kind of running towards him. I should put down a Demonic Portal as well, but that just never happens, does it? Okay. You know, forget it. We'll just hit the pally. So we almost have cooldowns here. We'll go ahead and use those. This is all my cooldowns on this guy. Notice just how fast he drops. One thing I do like about Demonology is that the starting burst is kind of good. But after that initial burst, it just goes down. Goes down a pretty good amount. I've been practicing a lot of Demonology as well to try and make this work. And it's not horrible, but it's something you need to practice a lot. But it is definitely subpar compared to the other Warlock specs by a lot. If they buff the damage, I'd play this so much. Because, you know, the playstyle's legit fun. You know, it's not bad. I just think the numbers aren't tuned enough. I was hitting a DPS dummy for a good amount of time just to test my DPS on all 3 specs. Not really changing gear or anything. Just, you know, using the gear I had and hitting a dummy. Demonology usually falls like 2.5k DPS behind the other 2 specs. With, you know, cooldowns and everything, so that's, you know, what I mean when I say it's performing kind of poorly compared to the other specs. I just think the other specs are somewhat better. We'll use cooldowns on the healer here. Another thing is that the cooldowns that you have are pretty available pretty often, honestly. At least when it comes to your, you know, Command Demon Storm, I don't know, the Blade Storm thing that does a lot of damage. And your Demonic Tyrant, I mean, it's a 1-minute cooldown and a 1.5-minute cooldown. So you're going to have cooldowns up pretty much every minute. Demonic Tyrant definitely helps because it buffs your demon damage. I do wish there was still like a Doomguard or like some kind of better demon, because right now it feels like my demons, I mean, the only strong demon I'd say is your Felguard. Kind of use cooldowns here again. Go on the healer. I'm gonna summon that Felguard, get the damage buff on it. Throw another Demon Bolt out. Not bad, not bad. I just have to try so hard. If it works like this all the time, I mean, I can play it a lot. I do think it still needs to get like a little bit updated. Maybe look at the talents a little bit, Activision, see what you can do about that. I really do think this should be baseline. Just give us old Doom back too, man. Current Doom's just butthole, just fucking shit. Don't ever. If you take current patch Doom, you're just setting yourself up for failure. So, never take this. Power Siphon, I actually like it a little bit. It pretty much gives you 2 Demonic Core charges, which is about 10,000 damage. Demonic Strength is the 1-minute cooldown that I talk about. It pretty much causes your pet Blade Storm to do a ton of damage, and on a 1-minute cooldown. Soul Strike is just Soul Shard generation on 10-minute cooldown. It's also a gap closer for your Felguard, so that's very handy. Please no. Please no. Don't do this. Sweet. No one else is really trying to attack me except you, so... Man, you screwed up. And you'll see there, that's what I mean when I say the Blade Storm hits pretty hard. Like, you just go from a pet stun into the Blade Storm, and it's gonna do about 20,000 damage to someone. But that's it, guys. That's my best attempt at trying to make Demonology Warlock work. I was playing this a lot yesterday, and I did like 5 Battlegrounds, and I just rage quit. So, if you guys like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click the bell thing, notified when we release new videos. Leave a comment saying what you guys think about Demonology Warlock, and as always, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.